Hey you guys, Courtney here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to me. If this is your first time with me, thank you so much for clicking on my video. I know you didn't have to. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, tap subscribe, and hit the ring bell for notifications, and I will support you back. I always do. If this is not your first time with me, then hey, what's up you guys? Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hi. So I had gotten also a couple of requests here and there for a video of my collection. So I want to start off basically because really I just want to show you guys kind of what I use on the regular, like things that I have in arm's reach, things that I have that I use more than others on a weekly to bi-weekly basis. So those are the things I want to show you. In this video, this is going to be part one of this series because it is going to be a series. So in this video, I'm going to be doing primer or an eye primer, glitter glue. What it is I have a clear one of those acrylic drawers over here, and I'm going to kind of go through the drawers kind of two at a time because one of them's for primer, one of them's for concealer, one of them's for mascara, one of them's for brows, one of them's for randoms, one of them's for, you know, I just have set up. And then on this side I have lots of palettes and blushes and bronzers. So I'm going to just try to go through the stuff that I have at arm's reach. Like I said, when I get to my palettes, that's going to be the longest one. So you guys, this primer collection that I have, and this is not, like I said, this doesn't include all the primers, this just includes some of them. And if I have time, I'll go through my setting sprays. And again, I have this big huge thing underneath here. This is like a bathroom sink basically, and because my little areas are rigged up, so what I'll do is I'll take a picture of the drawers that I'm talking about and I'll show you guys that picture. Okay, so that is the picture of the clear plastic thing. I'm just going to go through one drawer right now. But first, well, two drawers because one of them's the small drawer. So small drawer and a big drawer. Okay, so first off, I guess I'll start with what I have in front of me. And you guys already know that I am such a huge fan of the Smashbox Primer Water. I consider this a primer, so that's why I put this in installment part one. So this is definitely a favorite of mine, and I have a backup on this too with like the little decorative bottle, but I do not have a full size in this. I have the Mally, this is the Mally Perfect Prep Primer Glow, and this comes in a jar like this, and this is what it looks like on the inside. The best I can compare this to, it smells kind of like clay. It's weird. The best I can compare that to is the Professional primer, which I do have that. But between this and this, these are pretty much the same texture. This is a little bit more fluffy, if that makes any sense. But anyway, so I have the Professional. I have the Hangover RX by Too Faced, and this is going to be the exception on Too Faced, okay, because I just can't help it. So we have the Hangover RX by Too Faced primer, and we also have the Primed and Peachy, but this has just been a long time favorite of mine, and I always have, I think I have two backups of these because I love it so much. The next one I have, this is a holy grail of mine now. This is the Stila One Step, and this is the Color Corrector Skin Tone Correcting and Brightening Serum. So this stuff is amazing. And yeah, when I start to run out of this, I'm going to start panicking. So yeah. This is another one of my favorites. I have recently acquired this through my Ipsy Plus. This is the Hey Honey, Good Morning Honey Facial Serum and Honey Silk Facial Serum, all day nourishing for all skin types. This is a primer as well. It is, so I love that primer. I love it. And when I start running out of that, I'm going to freak out too, because I told you guys on my Ipsy video that primer reminds me so much of my grandma. The letters right here, it looks like her handwriting. It's so weird. And yeah, anyway. Okay, so and then of course I have the No Problem primer, and this is the Touch and Soul, and this is the one that came from BoxyCharm. One of my favorites that I am almost out of is the Smashbox Primerizer. I love this because this is a photo finish primer plus moisturizer. For dry skin, this is like a dream, I'm sure. But if you don't know, I have the base tape, the Tarte base tape, and I have not tried this again since I reviewed it, but the smell of this is like, I just love it. I love how it smells. It smells so good. So I also have the Rimmel Lasting Finish Breathable Primer. This is an 8-hour primer, and this goes really well with my favorite Rimmel foundation. And if you guys, I've noticed I've been a bad influence, but this is my favorite foundation. I got a different one in a different color, and I wish I wouldn't have because it's a little bit dark, but this will be okay for the summer. Okay, so next I have the Maybelline Baby Skin. This is the Instant Pore Eraser, and I don't know what it is. This is a very silicone-like primer, but to me, it doesn't do what some other silicone primers do, if that makes any sense. I love it. I love Baby Skin. I haven't used it in a while, so that's why I really wanted to go through here and figure out things I have. Like, I just will grab things and I'll forget what I have in my drawers, or I'll forget what I have underneath the cabinet, or I'll forget what I have on this side or this side or whatever. So this is a good thing. Next I have the Cover FX Blurring Primer. This is in the deluxe sample size as well. Some of the stuff has been given to me. I don't even know if I've used this yet. That has a tint to it. I don't know if y'all can see it. Oh, it smells good though. Here's another one of my sample size, deluxe sample sizes, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash. And this is basically like adding a layer of glow and hydration to your face after primer, before foundation, but I still consider it a primer. So this is one of the two Charlotte Tilbury products that I own. Yes, I'm telling the truth. This is the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Primer. This to me is, you have to use this very sparingly, like very sparingly. And out of all of the e.l.f. primers, this is the one that I can use and it doesn't bug me as far as the way it feels on my skin, because again, it is quite silicone. This one's not as bad though as some of the other ones. And here we have the Maybelline Master Prime. This is the Blur and Smooth. This is a great primer. I've been using this primer for so long. I love it. Like I said, it is one of my favorite primers, and I love it so much. Here you are. I've been looking for this. Next is, this is one of my go-to primers, especially when it's hot outside. This is the NYX Hydro Touch Primer, and this is such a good primer for like humid climates, for, you know, when it's hot as crap and you're like super hot, and you put this on your face and put a good foundation for the summer on your face, and it could be a thin foundation or a thick foundation, it doesn't matter, because this is going to help it. It's going to make it go on so much easier. I have not hardly used this at all. I forgot about this. I had the Estetica Pore Minimizing Foundation Primer. This is oil free. This is a very lotiony primer, thicker, but it does remind me somewhat of the Hangover RX. It does remind me of that a little bit. That feels so good though. It's such a good feeling. Okay, so the next one is the Shiseido Ibuki Smart Filtering Smoother. This is a serum, and I think this is the small size, but I had to ask my friend Lily, Gadget Lily. I will link her up in the cards. If you don't know her, you need to go check her out. She's the Shiseido queen, and she knows everything about Shiseido. And I had to ask her about this because I had gotten this a while back and I didn't realize that I had it, and I found it. I was like, I do have a Shiseido product. It was in the drawer, and I was like, okay, I need to ask Lily about this. So Lily told me that with stuff like this, it's a serum. So Shiseido has a lot of multitasking skin products. So it is a serum, but it's also a primer. So everything that they have is good for your skin. So no matter what you get, it may be called a serum, but it's still a primer. So, and it feels really good. This is the First A Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer Priming Moisturizer. That was a mouthful. This is what it looks like. And if I remember correctly, I had one of these, and then I think Sherry sent me this one because I love it so much. I need to go ahead and use that up because it's so good. I've got some things I could use that with. All right, so next we have the AOA Studio Wonder Skin Illuminating Primer. I have not tried this yet, so I do not know what this looks like. I do not know what this feels like, but we're getting ready to try it. Ooh, that's got quite a glimmer to it. I mean, it's not, but it's not overly, I don't know, yeah, you guys can see that. You guys see my veins? That's pretty though. I'm gonna have to try that. It feels smooth. So next we have, and these are some of these, like I said, like this is all of them, like all the smaller ones I have in here too. This is the Yenza Color and Face Tone Up Primer Essential Glow. And so this has essence in it. Essence? It has essence in it. And so this is what it looks like. It's a really pretty color, that pink and black. Next thing we have here, again, another one that I really like. This is Juice Beauty Photo Pigments Illuminating Primer. This is what it looks like. This is the deluxe size, and this is the 15 mLs, and this is just a really good primer. It's a good base. It really is. I'm gonna have like a super prime pan, you guys. Super prime pan. Okay, so the next primer I have, I forgot I had this too. This is a very good primer, you guys. This is the Collab, the Fundamental Hydrating Primer. This brand is so amazing. This is the brand that a bunch of YouTubers got together and Instagrammers got together and made this brand for and Sally's. They sell it at Sally's. And I don't know if you guys remember. I will try to link it up there. If I remember, I will try to link it up there. It's been so long ago. But I did a review on the primer and the two foundations that I have for Collab, the Collab Beauty. Actually, I would compare it to this, the NYX Hydro Touch. That's what it's like. And last in this drawer, but not least, is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. There are only certain foundations that I will use with this primer because this primer is not, again, not my favorite. It goes on like it's going to be really lotiony and smooth, but then it gets really, 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 really mattifying. And so if you use it with something really thick, it's going to cake you up really bad. But it does feel nice about it, is that it actually changes, it kind of lightens your skin tone up a little bit. Okay, so my other drawer that I was going to show you guys on this one, this is my e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm. This is the balm that I use under my eyes. You guys have seen me use this a million times. I love it. Can't say enough about it. They've gone up in the price on this. This is $8 now, but for $8, you can't beat that. The next thing I have here, and this is not even out of the box, this is the Photo Finish Lid Primer in Light, and this is by Smashbox, and this is a eyeshadow primer. I have trouble with eyeshadow primers. I guess this is in the box because maybe I didn't like it. I don't remember what it was, but that's what it looks like, and I don't remember if I like this or not. I don't remember, but it's still in the box. I don't know. Anyway, so I have that. This is a very interesting product. This is also by e.l.f. This is actually called Nude Linen, and this is an eyeshadow. This is like a liquid eyeshadow, but I use this as an eye primer because it is so good as an eye primer. But I can only use it with certain eye looks because it is quite dark. So they still sell it too. I think it's like $2, but it is considered I believe a liquid eyeshadow. So yeah, you'll have to go on e.l.f. and check. I have the Ulta Tinted Eye Primer in Satin Blush. I think we probably all know what this looks like. I use this sometimes when I'm doing like an all glittery look or an all sparkly look. What is this? Okay, the next thing in here is my glitter primer, and this is the first glitter primer I ever owned, and this is the glitter primer by NYX, and it's just a really good glitter primer. I prime my eyes with, I did a cut crease with this one time. It was fun. All right, next we have the Broadway Colors eye primer, and this is just like a cheap eye primer from Dollar General. It is shaped like the Urban Decay potion, and it has a doe foot like the potion, but I think it ended up getting a little, I think it was a little oily because, I when it blends out, it's okay, and it dries okay. So, but for $1, you know, I mean, it's not a bad one. Oof, I'm gonna have to wipe that off. That's gonna get everywhere. Okay, so next in here I have the Bye Bye Under Eye Corrector by It Cosmetics, and this is in the shade medium. This is a summer corrector for me. This is what the container looks like. This is very pretty. I love that color blue. It's definitely got a yellowish tone to it, but I usually under my eyes. Sometimes I'll use it as an eye base. I think that's why it's in here. Because I have used it as an eye base before. It does dry up really, really good for an eye base. Oh, this is the Mally Evercolor Shadow Stick. I ended up putting this in here because I didn't really have anywhere else to put it. This is the one we just got in Allure, and I've used it a couple times, and this is what it looks like. And this is one of the items that I am getting in my giveaway. So, you guys, I'll have to link that down below. Alright, so another item in here is my LA Colors Contour Stick, Light to Brighten. This is a stick like this, and it does roll up. I like to use this up here in the brow bone, for brow bone highlight. It also does really, really, really well as an eye primer. It does. You can set it down as an eye primer. Because I have not found my Holy Grail eye primer, I try all kinds of stuff, so you know this is a really good product for that. Just because it says contour stick on it doesn't mean you have to use it for that, right? So the next thing in here is the Bad Habit eyeshadow primer. Looks like this. This I was not a fan of at first, and I still don't know how I feel about it. It's a very light color. It's almost white, not quite white, but almost. I think that the first few times I used it, I put on too much, and so that's why I didn't like it. So I really haven't given it too much of a chance because I just don't go for eye primer that much. I don't know. I need to. The next thing in here is something also that is still in the box that I need to try, and this is the Gorgeous Cosmetics Glitz Fix. This came from my friend Amy, and this is what it looks like. Don't mistake it for lip gloss. But this is actually a glitter primer. This is Adhere Eye Glitters and Loose Dust without flakiness or dryness. So, and here's the box for it. So that stays in the box because I don't want to get it confused with lip gloss. Okay, so the last thing in here is the Trestique. This is the Mini Matte Blur Stick, and it looks like this. Trestique has good packaging. It's like the pretend crayons. But this is what the product looks like. Or I think this is kind of a pore filler. I haven't used it, but like maybe once or twice. And to me, it was like I'm pretty sure it is what it says. I mean, it's basically a blur stick. But I don't use those very much. But I do like the way it feels for an eye primer. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I know that's what you guys are like, what's wrong with her? I don't know what's wrong with me. But yes, those are the items in these two drawers. I did leave out the NYX white eye primer, eyeshadow base. That's what this looks like. But I haven't used it in a while. I haven't used it since I did one of my Who to Dupe videos. And it is the one that I had on in my video the other day, and it's the Pixie by Petra, the Rose Flash Bomb. So this is considered a primer as well. Sorry, I forgot about this one. These are all the primers that I have at arm's reach as far as eye primer and face primer. Like I said, I do have more products down in all the other areas that I have, but these are just the ones that I grab for on a regular basis. And you know, I really do need to start going through and kind of playing around and seeing what all I do have as far as stuff like this goes, because I don't want it to go bad. I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff back, and then I'm going to show you guys my setting sprays, and then I will stop this video. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys all of the setting sprays that I have, that I use. Really, I did not start getting into setting spray until the Fix Plus came out. I wasn't really into spraying my face. I thought that people were crazy for spraying their face because I thought it would remove the makeup. like I said, so I'm going to show that first. So this is my my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. This is the coconut scented, and this is just an amazing product. I love it. I had 2 bottles of this. I did have a backup of it, and I gave it to Sherry. It wasn't all the way full, but she loves this too, so I had sent some to her. This has a shelf life of 24 months, and so this is just a great spray. This, if I'm going to wet my brush with anything, it'll be this, because this is really good for that. Another one that is really good for wetting your brush with is the Moisture Surge Face Spray Thirsty Skin Relief. This is by Clinique, and this is the large bottle of it, and as you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. This is 125 mLs. In fact, I think I need to use this right now. I'm feeling a little parched. I really am. I'm feeling a little parched, but this is such a great spray. Cools you down, you know. It's really good for the summer. So this is the Makeup Fixer Light Mist. It holds blush, eyeshadows, foundations, and concealers, and it's by Ofra. And I used to swear by this stuff. I'm telling you right now, I did. It smells so good to me. I love the way this smells. If they could bottle this up as a perfume, it's got this really woodsy, earthy smell to it that I just absolutely love. My husband calls it man repellent. This is good to me. I mean, a lot of people don't like this, but this is good to me. The next thing I have is the e.l.f. Illuminating Primer Mist. So this can be used as a primer, kind of like the Smashbox Primer Water. This can be used as a primer or a setting spray, but to me it's better as a setting spray just because it has some luminosity to it. And I'm going to see if I can show it to you, but here's the packaging. The packaging is beautiful. And it smells kind of like makeup. I've used quite a bit of this one, but I really like this product. It's a good product. And it's very, very inexpensive. Super inexpensive. Alright, next we have the Mario Badescu. This is the facial spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender. And this is the only one of the Mario Badescus that I've tried, but I do want to try the green tea one because I love the way green tea smells. And other than the Slay spray, this is the only other spray that I know that smells like the real thing. Like, that smells like straight up lavender, like for real lavender. Like, it doesn't smell like this fake, like scented, you know, lavender scents, fake scent. I also have, this is the Stay Out There Gorgeous Makeup Setting Spray, and this is by Mascara Beauty, and it is, but anyways, this is what this looks like, and it smells like coconut as well. This smells like, it's like a Hawaiian tropic smell. That's what this smells like. It smells kind of like tannin lotion, but it's a good setting spray. I just don't reach for it a lot. So next we have the Ready Set Radiant by Tarte Skin Mist. This was my first BoxyCharm big ticket item. Yes, my first BoxyCharm box was the box that had the Crown palette and this, and you got one or the other. And I got this, and I was like, seriously, this the e.l.f. has calmed down a little bit here, and now you can see kind of how it's real radiant and pretty. But this is not my favorite scent from Tarte for sure. This is a very strange smell. It's like a watermelon sort of, which I do not like watermelon scent, but it's not really. It's like watermelon. It's like cucumber watermelon or cucumber something. I don't know. It doesn't say what it smells like, but that's what it smells like to me. Okay, and then of course I'm almost out of it, but I have the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is the best setting mist, and this is the best setting spray. Nothing's gonna top this as far as the mist itself. If every brand came out with an aerosol can like this, with a mister like this, oh my gosh, if I could get Slay spray like this, I'd be in a mess. It's so expensive. It really is expensive, but you know, I guess it's not too bad considering, you know, how much this is. And anyways, okay, moving on. So I have quite a few of the small Slay All Day setting sprays, and I have the Jasmine and a couple others in the mini ones, and then in the large I have coconut, I have green tea, which I love this setting spray, the smell of them. This is the lavender, which smells somewhat like the Mario Badescu, whatever. It's stronger. It's definitely stronger. It's stronger. It's stronger as in like a stronger lavender scent. And then I have the Mystified. I actually have this in the regular and the mini, this size and the mini size. I do like this. I usually don't like rose flavored or rose smelling stuff, but I do like this because this is kind of a mixture of like between like rose and like sweet rose, if that makes any sense. Sweet rose. Yeah. I also have, and this I have not tried yet. This is the Makeup Fixing Mist with rose water, green tea, and yeah, that's it. It's the Makeup Setting Mist, and it's Pixie by Petra, and it's the Pixie Skin Treats. And this is just a beautiful little package. I love the packaging on this with the green and the pink. I think it's super pretty. I love this. So yeah, this is one I have not tried. And I don't know if I'm going to like it or not because it's quite rosy smelling. But, you know, if I don't, then it will definitely go to good use to somebody. It will have a home that somebody will really love it. This came with some of the products that my friend Christina sent me. So thank you again, Christina. So last but definitely not least is my very favorite setting spray in my whole entire collection as far as luxurious setting spray or whatever. This, me and my friend Sherry got at the same time. I do have a mini in this, and we were talking one day and she was like, did you know that they had this on BoxyCharm website? You can use your charms. We had both built up a bunch of charms. I think you end up paying like $2 and some change as the difference in charms. But this is a full size of the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist for normal to dry skin. This is a beautiful product. It's beautiful packaging. I love Tatcha's packaging. Here's what the small one looks like, and I've been like milking that like crazy. But this is what the product looks like, and you pull it out. I have not even used it yet because, like I said, I still have the small one. And it comes in this little beautiful little blue box, and it's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I love this. But this is the size difference. So this small one right here is 12 mLs, and like I said, the large one is 40 mLs. So, but the funny thing is that this says shake gently, mist 2 to 3 spritzes onto face for a boost of hydration and glow under or over makeup. I've never sprayed this under makeup, but I have sprayed it over makeup, and it really does give you a great, amazing, luminous finish. It's not the same as like this one. It's a little bit more of a natural dewy finish, but it's not, you're not going to be like shimmery shiny. It's just going to moisturize your face, hydrate your face, and keep it that way. So it's a very luxurious product, and I love it. And I really don't own a lot of luxury products. So when I have the chance to get something like this for a couple of dollars, yeah. And I've had this, I don't know, Sherry, when did we get this? I don't know, what, a month ago or something? But I just know that, you know, for a couple bucks, $2.28 or whatever it was, that's a really amazing deal. So yeah, so that I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the great primers and the eye primers and random crazy that I have in my drawers over here, and my setting sprays. And so I'm enjoying this so far. It's fun showing off stuff. It's like geeking out on makeup, like Shay says, geeking out on makeup. So if you guys like this, please let me know what you think about this. I am going to go ahead and do the series, but this will be the first installment of the series. So if for some reason you guys don't like this and you don't like the way that I'm doing it, just let me know down at the bottom, and I will not be upset or offended, but it will help me and save me time from having to edit and to, like, you know, go through and do all these videos if you guys aren't going to want to watch them, you know. So anyways, if you do like the video, please give me a thumbs up, tap subscribe, and hit the ringy dingy bell for notifications. I will support you back as always. And you know what, I love you guys, but I will not argue with you. I'll see you guys on my next video. Love you all. Bye.